Hello everyone. In last lecture we talked about systemic routes of drug administration. In that we talked about oral route, sublingual route, rectal route. Now we are going to talk about remaining systemic routes of drug administration in this video. So let's start. So the fourth route of systemic route of drug administration is subcutaneous route. So what is cutaneous route? Highly lipid soluble drugs are applied over the skin for low and prolonged action. So in this route we are applying highly lipid soluble drugs on our body surface or on our skin for low and prolonged action. So by applying in this way, first pass metabolism in liver also bypassed. So drug can be incorporated in an ointment and applied over specified areas of the skin. For example is betamethasone or betnovate C. So example is betamethasone. So this is about cutaneous route. Then now we will discuss about transdermal therapeutic system. This is also important question. So transdermal patches. These are recent devices in the form of adhesive patches of various shapes and size which deliver the drug at a constant controlled rate into systemic circulation. So what are transdermal patches? These are recent devices in the form of adhesive patches of various shapes and sizes. So various shapes and sizes are available. These are in the form of adhesive patches which deliver the drug at a constant and controlled rate into systemic circulation. The drug is held in between an occlusive backing film and rate controlling micropore membrane whose undersurface is smeared with adhesive impregnated with priming dose of drug that is protected by another film to be peeled off just before application. So generally they are white in color with holes. When we peel it off, then we stick it in to our body surface, and after that it will deliver the drug at constant control rate for and its action will be prolonged. The drug is absorbed percutaneously. Usual sites of application are chest, abdomen, upper arm, lower back, behind the ear, buttock, mastoid region. And examples of these transdermal therapeutic patches are glyceryl trinitrate. We talked about glyceryl trinitrate in sublingual route also. So remember that glyceryl trinitrate can be given sublingually, and in transdermal therapeutic patches of glyceryl trinitrate are also available. Fentanyl, nicotine, and estradiol. So now merits of cutaneous route. So merits of cutaneous route is rate of drug delivery is constant. So drug will be delivered constantly and at controlled rate. Patient compliance is better. Inter-individual variations are reduced. Provide smooth plasma concentrations without fluctuation. So it is in controlled rate, and it provides smooth plasma concentrations without fluctuation. So what are demerits? Mild irritation or erythema is possible, that can be overcome by changing the site. It is very rare. Generally this demerit is not present in this route, but there may be, but in few cases mild irritation or erythema is possible, that can be overcome by changing the site. So this is about cutaneous route. Now next route is inhalation. So volatile liquids and gases are given by this route of systemic effect. So route for systemic effect. So what can be given? Volatile liquids and gases are given by this route for systemic effect. Example are general anesthetic agents. So now merits: quick onset of action. So it is quick onset is there. In oral route we saw that it is slow route. Then sublingual route is faster. Sublingual route is faster, and now cutaneous route is also faster. Absorption is there. Very less dose is required. So dose is very less required. We can regulate the amount of drug administered. So regulation of amount of drug administered is there. So demerit, local irritation leading to increased respiratory secretions and bronchospasm. So there may be local irritation which may lead to increased respiratory secretion and bronchospasm. So this is the fifth type of systemic route of drug administration. Now we will talk about nasal route of drug administration. So the mucous membrane of the nose can readily absorb many drug. So our mucous membrane of nose can absorb many drugs. So this route is used. Digestive juices and liver are bypassed. So drug given by nasal route will not cross digestive juices, and liver is also bypassed. However, only certain drugs like GnRH antagonist and desmopressin applied as a spray or nebulized solution have been used by this route. So only few drugs are used by this route. Examples are GnRH agonist, desmopressin applied, desmopressin as a spray or nebulized solution used by this route. So this is about systemic routes of drug administration. So now we will now in next lecture we will discuss about parenteral route. We will revise systemic routes of drug administration. So what is systemic route? The drug administered to systemic route is intended to be absorbed into bloodstream and distributed all over, including the site of action through circulation. Then classify this, give the types of systemic routes. First one is oral route. So oral route is so by oral route, drugs available in solid dosage forms like capsules, pansules, dreggies, powders, tablet, and liquid forms like elixirs, syrups, emulsions can be given. So then write down merits of oral route. So what are merits of oral route? It is safer, more convenient, non-invasive, do not require cutting of body, often painless, assistance is not required, it is very cheaper, medicament need not to be sterile. Then demerits of oral route: action is slower, not suitable for emergencies, unpalatable drugs like chloramphenicol are difficult to administer, it can cause nausea, vomiting, may stain the teeth, leave the unpleasant taste. Certain drugs are not absorbed by this route, some drugs are destroyed by gastric juices or liver by first pass metabolism. So this is about oral route. Then what is second route? Sublingual or buccal route. In it, the tablet or pellet containing drug is placed under the tongue or crushed in the mouth and sprayed over the buccal mucosa. Then give the examples of sublingual route. So what are examples? Glyceryl trinitrate sorbitrate. So merit is what? Liver is bypassed. In oral route, liver is not bypassed. Absorption is relatively rapid. In oral route, absorption is slower. One can speed the remaining drug after desired effect has been obtained. So now demerits. Only lipid soluble and non-irritating drug can be administered. Inconvenient to the patient. Oral route was convenient to the patient. Then rectal route. Certain irritant and unpleasant drugs can be put into rectum as suppositories and retention enema. Get absorbed and produce systemic effect. So then write down examples of rectal route: indomethacin, diazepam, ergotamine, and other drug. Merits: used in patient having recurrent vomiting. We can't use oral route in this situation. Patients having so it is used in patients having recurrent vomiting. First pass metabolism is also bypassed. First pass metabolism is not bypassed in oral route. It is bypassed in sublingual route. It is also bypassed in rectal route. Demerits: highly inconvenient and embarrassing. Oral route was convenient, sublingual route was inconvenient, and rectal route is also highly inconvenient and embarrassing. Absorption is slower. Oral route action is slower. Sublingual route action is faster. Absorption is faster. Rectal route absorption is slower, irregular, and often unpredictable. May cause rectal inflammation. Cutaneous route: highly lipid soluble drugs are applied over the skin for low and prolonged action. First pass metabolism in liver also bypassed. In this situation, here also first pass metabolism is bypassed. Only in oral route there was first pass metabolism. Drug can be incorporated in an ointment and applied over specific areas of the skin. Then give example: betamethasone. Then write about transdermal therapeutic system. So what are transdermal therapeutic system? Example of transdermal therapeutic system is transdermal patches. These are the recent devices in the form of adhesive patches of various shapes and size which deliver the drug at a constant control rate into systemic circulation. The drug is held into an occlusive backing film and a rate controlling micropore whose undersurface is smeared with adhesive impregnated with priming dose of drug that is protected by another film to be peeled off just before application. The drug is absorbed percutaneously. Usual site of application are chest, abdomen, upper arm, lower back, behind ear, buttock, mastoid region. Examples of this cutaneous route are glyceryl trinitrate, fentanyl. Then merits, rate of drug delivery is constant, patient compliance is there, inter-individual variations are reduced, provide smooth plasma concentrations without fluctuation. Demerits, mild irritation and erythema is possible that can be overcome by changing the site. Then write down fifth type of systemic route of drug administration, that is inhalation. So volatile liquids and gases are given by this route for systemic effect. Then write down example general anesthetic agent. So merits, quick onsets of action, very less dose is required, we can regulate the amount of drug administered. Then write down demerits, local irritation leading to increased respiratory secretion and bronchospasm, nasal. Then sixth route is nasal. The mucous membrane of the nose can be readily absorb many drugs. Digestive juices and liver are also bypassed. However, only certain drugs like GnRH agonist, desmopressin applied as a spray and nebulized solution have been used by this route. So we talked about systemic route. When you write down first systemic route, then classify it in oral, sublingual, rectal, cutaneous, inhalational, nasal, and then write down write down introduction of each route, then give merits, demerits, give example of each route, and compare each and every route. First pass metabolism is bypassed in all the routes except oral route. Then which route is convenient, which is not. So compare all the routes, and this is all about systemic routes of drug administration.